And they make their way up towards the tape. They're off. A getaway with Champagne Express, just the first of them. Activial, the grey, is in a prominent position as well as they make their way on towards flank number 1. Bally Mountain Boy, Lisheen Prince are close to the leaders as well, from Carlos to Fruitier. As they get over number 1 in midfield, Collins' brother was a little bit slower than his rivals. They quickly head now to number 2. Coming over it now, Activial, the grey, just about in front, and runs round the bottom turn towards the 2-mile start with the early advantage. KK Lexion is just about the back marker. Bally Mountain Boys close to the leader, and Champagne Express is about 2 lengths behind those. They're followed by Brave Eagle, races round in red colours in 3rd position as they run round the bottom turn. Vivas is not far behind these runners, and then Lisheen Prince in the 2 shades of blue, followed by Carlos de Fruitier in the beige and brown jacket towards the left. Verney is next. They quickly come to number 3, then Activial, who's out in front there as they jump over the next flight of hurdles. All over that okay. Oscar Sunset, KK Lexion, Quilando, and also stick to the plan of the back markers. The nose-banded Bally Mountain Boy has rather pulled his way through to have the advantage over Activial now towards the right, and behind those is Champagne Express in 3rd position. Vivas is next. Brave Eagle and Lisheen Prince behind these, and then Carlos de Fruitier being followed by Azerti in the light blue in the centre, and behind this is the Welsh Paddies, and then Red Tornado. Honest Vic is in company with those as they jump over number 4 from Braylandar and Mr. Miyagi and Malavas towards the near side, the blue and red. Collins' brother in green colours is with him. A darker green jacket for Destiny's Gold is behind this, and then comes Stick to the Plan, who races in company. The dark blue jacket of Quilando, last year's runner-up, who's passing a few as they head on the run to number 5. KK Lexion is the pink and green jacket against the running rail, and Oscar Sunset's behind those, but still a relatively well-bunched field as Activial and Noel Feely and the nose-banded Bally Mountain Boy and Harry Stock will run them away to the 5th flight of hurdles by about 2 lengths. Champagne Express, James Bowen, a mauve jacket, black cap, is behind him in 3rd position. Lisheen Prince is round the outside of Brave Eagle in red colours as they move on towards this flight of hurdles. Leaders getting over it now. Oscar Sunset, Collins' brother, towards the back of the field with KK Lexion. It's a quick run down to number 6. Vern is right in behind the leaders from Carlos de Fruitier, goes around the outside from the yellow and red of the Welsh Paddies. Azerti comes next. They're Marvellous, who races in company with Diablo de Civola as they quickly come to number 7. The grey Activial, the leader, over it. Oscar Sunset in dark green and white colours is at the back of the main group of them, but 3 to jump from here only. Activial heads to the top of the hill. Bally Mountain Boy and Verney, Lisheen Prince, Carlos de Fruitier, Marvellous behind those, and then Brave Eagle. Vivas is not far behind Azerti, and the Welsh Paddies behind those from Diablo de Civola and Braylandar, and then comes Honest Vic as they come now to the 3rd last. Activial was just the leader up over it to Verney, and the yellow and dark blue Richard Johnson trying to get closer. Bally Mountain Boy is still in company with those. Lisheen Prince, Aidan Coleman in 2 shades of blue is next. Carlos de Fruitier in the beige and brown colours is next, from Malavas in the blue and red jacket round the outside of runners. Champagne Express is still there with a chance. Vivas has lost a few places. Honest Vic comes next. Quilando's trying to get into it. Destiny's Gold, a dark green jacket, white cap round the outside, and then comes the Welsh Paddies and Braylandar, and then Diablo de Civola and Quilando getting closer, and Red Tornado then towards the right as they move down now to the 3rd last. Stick to the 2nd last. Stick to the Plan is still way to the back of the field, and Brave Eagle's unseated rider at that one, and Destiny's Gold has also gone. Heading towards the home turn, and Marvellous now, and the blue and red on the left. Carlos de Fruitier is with this. Bally Mountain Boy with the noseband in the front rank, and Verney onto the right has come into it very strongly. Vivas, Activial, Lisheen Prince behind these. Quilando still coming from the back of the field. Mr. Miyagi is also closing as they run down to the final flight of hurdles now. Verney has the advantage to Bally Ballymountain Boy. Honest Vic, the red cab on the left. Azerty in light blue is coming. Ballymountain Boy is still there. Verney has the lead, but it's hard work for him now. Champagne Express and Vivas have gone past him as they race up to the line. Azerty behind this, and now it's Champagne Express showing in front as they run to the closing stages. Azerty coming back. Vivas is still there as well, but Champagne Express has won. Second is close. Azerty, Vivas, Quilando and Honest Vic. Verney and Stick to the Plan were just in behind those.
A scraping close competitive handicap has gone the way of Champagne Express. 16-1 shot given, a strong vote by Jonathan Neeson, and he's just edged them out. I think Azerty might be second. Vivas, the likeable Vivas, might be third. There's a clutch of them in behind. Don't think that Stick to the Plan got any sort of run in the closing stages. Honest Vic is in there as well. But in the end, Verney was just about in front, approaching the last. But look to the left and to the middle. And in the end, Jonathan, Champagne Express has pulled it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's 8 of them covered by about 3 lengths at the line. And Quilando, another one staying on from out the back. And he looked like he was beaten turning for home, but he's found a second wind. And the answer to the question, why is Nicky Henderson persevering? It's because of that.
Celebrations in the paddock, hugs and high fives all round. That's a good effort. A celebration without dislodging Hendo's hat. Oh, well done. And you can see he was in a good position there, black cap, and around about 4th or 5th as they were starting to wind it up. It got a bit rough on the inside at the top of the hill.
Yeah, Azerty's second. Third is Vivas.
Quilando fourth?
Quilando's fourth, and Honest Vic is fifth. And there's 3 more not far behind them. And I think it's probably paid to be fairly handy, because they haven't gone a mad gallop, and I think you'd almost mark up Quilando, who's come from the back and run his best race of the season. And
maybe just have a look at Stick to the Plan, who's at the very back of that field in the maroon cap. He's going to pull wide or near side towards the stands rail, and Honest Vic was kind of in his way. 2 went out at that particular point, including Brave Eagle.
Yeah, and it's quite. Well, they're all right, because one's gone into the rail.
Destiny's Gold it was, Charlie Ham.